This cat wants to make something of himself, but he believes he can't do it. Every day he'd sit outside the local dojo, his eyes wide with wonder, watching students practice Taekwondo. He'd try to copy their powerful kicks and sharp blocks, but mostly he'd just end up tumbling into a fluffy heap. It was adorable, but Whiskers wanted more.
He didn't just want to mimic the moves, he wanted to master them.
One day, the dojo's master sensei noticed the little cat's fiery spirit. He saw the determination in Whiskers' eyes and decided to take him under his wing. And so the training began. It wasn't easy. Whiskers struggled to balance on one paw and his punches barely made a sound. But he never gave up. Day after day he practiced, his clumsy tumbles slowly turning into graceful spins, his soft paws delivering surprisingly swift kicks. He was getting stronger, faster, and more focused with every passing sunrise. Just as Whiskers started to feel confident, Sensei told him about the final test for a black belt. A legendary challenge against a fearsome dragon named Ignis. A dragon. Whiskers' fur stood on end. He was just a small cat. How could he possibly face a fire-breathing beast? Fear crept in, but then he looked at his paws, remembering all the hard work. He had come too far to turn back now. His resolve hardened, and with a determined nod to Sensei, he set off on the most important journey of his life. The path to the dragon's lair was long and dangerous. Whiskers climbed steep, rocky mountains and crossed roaring rivers, using his new agility to leap over every obstacle. His Taekwondo training wasn't just for fighting. It had made him nimble and quick-witted. Finally, he arrived at a massive cave. A plume of smoke curled out from the entrance. Taking a deep breath, Whiskers stepped into the darkness, ready to face his destiny. Inside, Ignis the dragon awaited, scales shimmering in the dim light. The battle was epic. Ignis unleashed waves of fire, but Whiskers was too quick. He dodged and weaved, using precise blocks to deflect the heat. He landed a series of powerful kicks, his small size making him a difficult target. It wasn't just about strength. Whiskers used his mind, anticipating the dragon's moves. In a final, brilliant maneuver, he somersaulted over a blast of fire and landed lightly on the dragon's snout, tapping him gently with his paw.
Epic.
Ignis was stunned, then impressed. He had been defeated not by brute force, but by pure skill and clever strategy. The dragon bowed his head in respect. Whiskers returned to the dojo, not just a challenger, but a victor. Master Sensei was waiting, a black belt in his hands. As he tied it around Whiskers' waist, a wave of pride washed over the little cat. He had done it, but the story doesn't end there. Now a black belt, Whiskers continues to train. A tiny but mighty inspiration to all the other animals in the valley, proving that with enough heart, even the smallest warrior can achieve the greatest things.